Like what we do? Consider supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the description below. And as always, please, enjoy the story.
I throw the pale pink packet to the floor in disgust. I deserve an answer. Well, I ask irritably, are you going to answer me? Aiden, Phoebe interrupts, tugging at my hand to get my attention. Mom is clearly upset. Maybe you should give her a minute. All she needs to do, I furiously complain to my sister, is tell me the truth, Phoebe. I don't care how upset she is. Mom takes her hands from her face, and I instantly see the sorrow written across it. I'd never seen her look so sad. Still, she's probably going to try to make me feel sorry for her because she feels so extremely guilty about what she's done to me. We should go sit down, Mom says, rubbing her sore-looking eyes. You won't like what I have to say. At that moment, Phoebe pulls me away. She doesn't stop tugging at my arm until I'm following her into the living room. Mom follows behind us. Still seething, I can barely sit still. Waiting for Mom and Phoebe to sit in the living room feels like it's taking forever. As Mom sits, she wipes her eyes and smudges her makeup. I just glare intently at her, waiting for her to tell me whatever story she'd dare to tell, whatever lies she could come up with as to why she forced me into womanhood. Your father, Mom says with a labored breath. You never met your father, Aiden, did you? No, I reply promptly. You told me he left just before Phoebe was born. What's he got to do with any of this? I loved your father, Mom replies, her anguish clear to see. I loved him with every ounce of my being. Aiden, you look just like him before you change. What are you telling me? I hiss, leaning toward her. Because I looked like my deadbeat dad, you decided to swap my gender? Calm down, Aiden, Phoebe says softly, touching my leg in support. I'm sure that's not the case. Right, Mom? A tear runs down my mom's face before she turns away. Biting her lower lip, she shakes her head. I can't lie. Having to see that reminder of him in you each day, Aiden, has been hard to bear, she explains, her voice full of pain. I just hope with all my heart that you two don't share his weakness. Phoebe gives me a quick sideways glance as Mom continues to talk. The guy was clearly a loser. I still see him, she groans, looking at me and Phoebe in the eyes. I see him staring at me, through your eyes, girls. I clench my teeth tight. That's complete bull! So you did! I snap, pointing a finger in her direction. You've done all this to me because you didn't like that I looked like him. Stop saying that! Mom replies with a tense hiss. I'd never do something so shallow, Aiden. I'm your mother. I can't believe you'd think I'd put you through such a life-changing event if it wasn't deathly important. So then why, Mom? I screech, feeling my emotions boiling back to the surface. For what reason have you forced me into living the rest of my life as a woman? I'm having to deal with all this stuff I shouldn't even know anything about. A girl made me borrow her bra today. Do you know how embarrassing that is for me? Mom's face becomes shocked and worried. Wait, she replies instantly, looking terrified. Was she the one who saw through the pink packet's deception? Was she the one who told you they are HRT? My face scrunches up in confusion. I look at Phoebe for clarification, but she just shrugs. Deception? Phoebe asks, clearly just as confused as I am. Fidgeting, Mom looks worried. She looks around the room nervously and looks extremely uneasy. Funny how that makes her more uneasy than actually having to tell me the truth. Did she touch them? Mom swiftly questions, giving both me and Phoebe an intense look. Obviously she saw them for what they really are, but Aiden, did she touch them? What are you going on about? I reply, rubbing my face in exhaustion. She saw through the deception. What does that even mean? Don't be mad, Mom replies, giving me a forced smile. That pink packet was disguised for you and everyone in your life so they wouldn't see what was happening. See what you've really been taking. You're joking, Mom, Phoebe says, holding a hand in front of her mouth as she gasps in shock. That's a terrible thing to do. Shocked at her audacity, I'm left speechless. I just stare vacantly down at the floor. Aiden, Mom squeals, ignoring Phoebe to focus on me. Did you check for anything missing? Are they all there? Eyes wide in complete bewilderment, I nod my head in agreement. Yeah, I think so. She picked them up and gave them straight back. Like a flash of lightning, Mom stands and rushes toward the hallway. Reappearing seconds later, she fumbles open the packet and pulls out the contents. Crap! She howls, giving us both a terrified look. There's a whole month's worth of them missing. So what? I answer indifferently. She's a girl anyway. No, Mom mutters anxiously, pacing back and forward. We have to find them. Just her having hold of them means she's in grave danger. I give Phoebe another perplexed look as we both watch Mom's anxiety really change her in-control demeanor. Danger, Mom? Phoebe asks. How? Freezing still, Mom stares vacantly at the floor for a moment before gazing directly at me. Do you remember her name? She questions frantically, stepping closer to me. Do you remember what she looks like? I roll my eyes and think back to those awkward moments earlier today. Her name is Ivy. I remember that. Where did you meet her? At the gym. She's the one this bra belongs to. Breaking the mood, Phoebe snorts. Told you need one, Phoebe teases, nudging me in the arm. You gotta wrap them up, especially ones like yours. They are still sore. Okay, I will give that to Phoebes. Next time I will listen to her superior girl knowledge. It's going to know, Mom continues, interrupting my thoughts as she talks to herself like a madwoman. Mom, I say sternly, you're not telling us anything. Why is this girl in danger? And more importantly, stop changing the subject. Why have you done this to me? Not reacting to my pleas for the truth, Mom looks at us both with significance. I can see the look of fear on her face. If only she was that concerned about me. Girls, she blurts out in haste, strutting into the hallway. We have to go find that girl right now. If it finds her with it, it won't hesitate to kill her and her entire family. Holy moly, Phoebe gasps, looking at me in shock as we both stand. What are you talking about? I shout, following Mom as she frantically puts on some trainers and her coat. It! She responds without thought. Green. Who? Mom stops rushing around for a moment and stares directly into my eyes. Gently giving me a warm smile, she reaches for me and strokes my hair. A very bad person, Mom answers. Just trust me when I say we have to go right now. This Ivy girl doesn't know what she's got herself into. Do you work for the government or something, Mom? Phoebe nervously asks, trying to laugh off just how ridiculous this all is. I don't understand why the pink packet is so important to you all of a sudden. Are they like top secret government research? No, I don't work for the government, Phoebes. Mom scoffs in derision. This sounds like shady stuff, Phoebe replies with a roll of her eyes. Either that, or you just don't want to tell Aiden the truth. Clutching her car keys, Mom points at my feet. Aiden, get your shoes on. I need you to point out this girl to me. Looking at my small feminine feet, I know I'm not going to put trainers on until she gives me some answers. No, I say sternly, folding my arms. Not until you tell us why the pink packet is so important and why they could get this girl killed. Some dude called Green can't be that scary. This ain't a horror movie. Placing a hand on her hip, Mom gives me a dirty look. Letting out a long sigh, she looks away as she pulls out a necklace from under her top. Dangling the shiny, colorful rock in front of me and Phoebe, she swings it back and forward. I've never seen Mom wearing this necklace. Why is she showing it to us now? This, she says, stopping it from moving as she hangs it from the chain. This is a shard of something from Mommy's homeland. It has somewhat special properties, and the pale pink packet is a small part of it. You two have to trust me on this. People are looking for this, and we can't let anyone have it. Not even a tiny piece of its power held in that pink packet. Glaring at the shiny surface and the ever-changing colors, I feel the rock hanging from the chain calling to me. It wants me to touch it. It wants me to hold it. I can't explain it. Nothing matters but that rock. I must touch it. Reaching out towards it, Mom quickly snatches it away and stuffs it back under her top. Instantly, I feel a weight lifted from my shoulders. Shaking my head, I feel dazed and like I'm waking up from a nightmare. My body is in a cold sweat. "Mom," I say, actually a little scared at how my body reacted to it. "I don't feel so good." Feeling extremely fatigued all of a sudden, I lower my gaze and find my head weighs an absolute ton. My body feels as heavy as solid iron. "Aiden!" I hear Phoebe and Mom scream as my vision blurs, and my legs cave. Before I know it, my head is hitting the ground with an almighty thud. The world around me goes black, and I feel cold.